Hi, my name is Nick Rowland. I'm the Dean of Students, and I'd like to welcome you to my Google site. So today we're going to be talking about curriculum. We're going to talk specifically about 6 different types of curriculum. If you click on the flowchart link on this main page, you'll see that I put the curriculums together in the way that they intersect with each other based on the research I've been doing for this class, EDD 704. So I start with explicit curriculum. Basically, this is the curriculum that's handed down from the district. It's curriculum that's been approved by state legislatures, and this is the curriculum that's formal and it's written. So the explicit curriculum, if you went to your school district's website and you were to look up the curriculum, that would be the explicit curriculum. It's exactly what is supposed to be taught and what the district or school has basically built their system around teaching. So that's the explicit curriculum. Now, all schools have an explicit curriculum for the most part. When we go a level deeper, we look at 2 different ways to unpack this explicit curriculum. And we can do that through an implicit curriculum or through a hidden curriculum. So an implicit curriculum, this kind of interacts with the explicit curriculum as well, but in practice, it revolves on how the lesson is implied to on the part of the teacher and how students understand that. So basically during a lesson, there may be times where the teacher will de-emphasize certain aspects of the lesson. They may bold other parts of the lesson and really focus on that. That's what we'd call an implied curriculum. There's nothing on paper anywhere that is guiding this. This comes down to the individual teachers and how they interpret and deliver instruction. So, for example, an applied curriculum could be a teacher maybe shifting body language. Let's say you're talking about political parties. A teacher may shift body language when talking about one of them, right? Or we're looking at pretty much any current event issue where maybe, there's a clear divisiveness to it. You may see that implied curriculum come out in that capacity. Now, there's also the hidden curriculum. Now, the hidden curriculum, this is also something that you're not going to find really written down or documented. This really revolves more around how the building operates and what's going on in the school. So the hidden curriculum could involve things like pledge to the flag, right? Or any type of cultural things that are going on in a school that become part of that school's identity. Not necessarily the academic portions, but these are things that are kind of going on a daily, day-to-day basis, but aren't really reflected in the actual explicit curriculum like we would find functions on the explicit curriculum. We're not going to find kind of the moral aspect of the school on that curriculum. It's going to be more academic in nature. So these two avenues, hidden and implicit curriculum, can really interact with each other. So you have the explicit curriculum, which kind of gets turned into an implicit curriculum, but there's also a little bit of hidden curriculum in there too. Where this leads to is the enacted curriculum. This is what's actually occurring in classrooms. This is the actual teaching of information to students. And the enacted curriculum is going to be, in many schools, it's going to be rooted in the explicit curriculum, but there's going to be elements of the implicit and hidden curriculum that are going to burrow themselves into the actual enacted curriculum. And then we go down one more layer and we have the actual experienced curriculum. This is student-facing. The experienced curriculum is what the student actually receives in the class and what they experience. So think of it as the receiving end for the student with academics. That's the experienced curriculum, because we're referring to the experience of the student, not so much the experience of the educator in that capacity. Now, there's one other, if you're looking at the flow chart, you'll see there's one other curriculum that I didn't talk about yet, and that is the null curriculum. So the null curriculum means just what you would think it would mean. It is when an experience does not happen, right? And there could be many, many reasons why an experience does not happen. Even if that experience is plainly stated on the explicit curriculum, there may be times where, for whatever reason, a student doesn't experience that, so it's a null curriculum. So this might be, for example, if a school is limited on resources and the explicit curriculum revolves around computers, but when you get down to the actual classroom level, maybe there aren't computers in the classroom, thus the students can't experience that. That's part of the null curriculum. And that's really it. These things aren't fixed. Like there's no, other educators may have a different kind of interpretation of this, but for this assignment, this is the way that I laid it out. So you can see that everything starts pretty much with the explicit curriculum and then ends with the student experience. And there's a variation in the middle. So thank you for tuning in. Have a great day.